Sometimes a person needs to go with his company to a place that is not kosher. Like for instance, they make meetings by restaurants in the city, and he has to be there, he has to attend also. Can he go in there and not eat anything? Or sometimes they allow him to bring his food from home. So he takes the meat and the rice that his wife made, and he eats it over there. Is that something that's mutar or not? Moshe Feinstein was asked a question about a restaurant. If a person is very, very hungry, or he has to go into a restaurant, a non-kosher restaurant, for a very great reason, he's allowed to go in there or not. He says that it's asur mishum marit ayin. It doesn't look good. It looks like he's violating a isur by going in there to eat taref. So therefore, one should not do such a thing unless, he says, he's very hungry. If he's very hungry, the Gemara in Ketuvot Daf Samech says, Goneach yonek mechalav, and therefore we learn from there that although normally on Shabbat one is not allowed to squeeze the animal and milk the animal, but that's only with his hand midoraita, midorabanan, it's asur anyway. And since over here we have a goneach, Rashi says it's somebody who's screaming from pain, so therefore he's allowed to be yonek, goneach yonek mibe'ema b'Shabbat, which means on Shabbat, since he's doing it keleachar yad, not in a normal way, so it's only a restriction to the Rabbanan, and whenever there is makom tzar, they uplifted the isur. But Moshe learns from here that whenever a person is very much in tzar, so therefore he's allowed to go in there and eat. He's very, very hungry. He should tell the people that see him outside, those people that might know him, that the reason he's going in there is because he's very, very hungry. Obviously, he's going to eat over there only things that are kosher, for instance, fruits, drink coffee, drink all kind of things that it's allowed. And the Isur of Marit Ayin, we can allow for such a thing. Also, the Marshal says, brought down in the Shach, in Pei Zayin Yoredea, that for refuah, there's no Isur of Marit Ayin. Chachamim didn't make the restriction of Marit Ayin b'makom refuah. But over here, could be it's more than just Marit Ayin. Could be there's also a problem of chashad, and therefore chashad is when you suspect somebody to do something wrong. It's more than Marit Ayin. Moshe explains the difference between chashad and Marit Ayin, and therefore the people that are outside, he should inform them that he's going there because he's in a very great need. He's very, very hungry. And the people that are inside, anyway, they're seeing that he's eating only things that don't have kashrut problem, so that is fine. That was the tshuva from Moshe. Applying it to us, if a person has such a meeting that he might lose his job, might lose his reputation, might be into a place that has a great opportunity and he's going to lose on that. So could be that's equivalent to what we're saying right now, that it's a great need, and he can go in there. But when he goes in there, he can only eat those things that are visible to be kosher, like fruits, as we said. But he can't bring the food from home and open it over there and eat. The reason for that is because people are seeing him eating. It doesn't have a label on it. They don't know that it's kosher. They think he ordered it. Therefore, such a thing definitely should be avoided. Rav Asher Weiss said that today it's very common that they make such meetings or companies, and therefore if a person goes to such a meeting, people would know that since he's a religious Jew, he doesn't eat over there. He just goes for the meeting, for the purpose of the business opportunity that he has over there, and that's it. Rav Yitzchak Zilberstein was asked a very interesting question. He writes it down in Chashuk HaChemed in Bava Kama. Some avrech found a Chiloni, somebody who's not Shomer Torah Mitzvot, and he asked him to learn together. He saw there's an opportunity over there to bring him close. The person told him that he doesn't have any time, but if he comes to the place that he works over there, he's allowed to sit down and learn with him. So he said, fine. He met him in a place that he works. It was a restaurant, but the restaurant that it was a place that not only that it's not kosher, but they sell mamash trefot. What should he do now? He asked Rav Yitzchak Zilberstein, and he told him that what he should do is wear a wig. When you wear a wig, you're not going to be showing yourself to be somebody religious, and therefore, when you go in there, it doesn't look bad. The problem with that is that Rav Eliashiv told him that there's a double problem over here. First of all, the problem is that he's going into a place that's not kosher, and although he's not eating anything, and he's going for the right purpose, he's going to learn with that person and bring him close, but still Rav Elyashiv said that's not allowed. And secondly, it could be that it's much worse, that people are going to see him and recognize him, so they'll see double Chilul Hashem, or double Marit Ayin. One is that he's walking in there, and they recognize him, they know him, and secondly, they'll see that he's doing it without the kippah, because he's wearing a wig, and they will suspect him twice as much. So therefore, that's not Eitzah. Also, that obviously is not going to work in a place that he sits near everybody and learns over there Gemara without the kippah on the head. That makes things much worse. Obviously, we're dealing in the side room. But from all this, we get a perspective that a person that must go to such a meeting needs to know how much it is that he needs to be in there, how important it is, and can he get away from that meeting? Can he tell them that he can't attend, or he must be there in order to get all those opportunities that we explained? And then maybe you should ask a She'elat Rav to make sure that it fits into the halachot we mentioned.